Okay, so obviously from that video, really nicely shown there. Obviously, you got the players walking around Villa Park in the kit, really modelling it off really well, especially Jackie Grealish there, who is reportedly leaving. So I don't think you would be leaving if you weren't modelling the kit and having all these name printing services out for it. So there's a bit interesting detail there. But let's look at the kit itself. Let's dive straight into it. What do we have with this kit here? Well, Kappa has built this kit around the traditional claret and blue colours of the club. The design will feature a double round neck and contrasting collar. So basically, as we saw, there's just a little bit of a blue outline on that neckline, when then obviously transferring over into the claret, a bit of a V-neck going on there, if you will. Next, we have the front part of the design. This takes inspiration, apparently, according to the Villa website here, from past success of the team through constructed pinstripes within big vertical stripes. So, as we can see on the kit here, I think the best way to look at this is comparing it to last season because it's incredibly similar. It's obviously got those very faint, darker claret lines, but this time it's kind of following the pattern of a thin line of claret and then two big blocks of claret there, I think. And also what they're saying here regarding the sleeves as well. The sleeves in the bottom part of the shirts will feature a colour contrasting insert which brings dynamism to the overall look. So right on the sleeve here, there's just a little line of claret going there. Obviously the Kappa sponsors, and hopefully I think the betting sponsor is be on either side. But from what I've seen, that's supposed to be a reference to the success of the 1980s Aston Villa team. Obviously the team winning the European Championship. And you know, the whole success that we had then with the white away kit with the claret lines. I think they're trying to pay homage to that, but I don't think it really comes off very well there, if I'm being honest. And once again, they will obviously be using the 3D Villa crest on the top left of the chest, which is a really nice touch, really gives that wow factor, stands out to the customer, really catches their eye. It's also a nice touch of detail there. And this will also be replicated onto the pro kits and the replica kits. In addition, the Kazoo sponsor will be on all of these kits this year, including the women's and the children's, because of its friendly sponsors compared to the likes of W88. And I think the real standing point of this kit is obviously this year, rather than just going for a straight, leaving the chest intact and leaving the sleeves to go to the shoulders, the chest portion of it crosses over, so at the joints here, they're going to cross over there and essentially connect onto the back there. And overall, that really completes the kit for Aston Villa this year. As I said, at first I saw this kit, I wasn't a massive fan of it, I won't lie. I think there's two main problems I have with this kit. One of them's a lot bigger than the other one, so I think we'll get the issues out of the way first. Number one is just that shoulder bit there. I don't really like it. I don't think it really works that well. It just looks like a vest that you've put on over just a blue shirt. It wasn't as bad as one of the first leaked images I saw, where it was just laid on the table and it just didn't really look that appetising or eye-catching at all. But I think watching or looking at timings, especially Ollie Watkins, I must say, really sells the kit really well. I think it's something I will get over time, and something that I think really does help to make the kit stand out and feel that bit different. But that's my big issue with this kit, is there is a lack of creativity. I think overall Kappa, our time with them's not been very good. I think the best one's been last season's by far. But I think the first one was incredibly simple. I think the second one was very clean and effective, but also not really pushing the boat much. And I think this one's just a real encapsulation. It's just not really pushing the boat out as such and really going for a unique design. And that's something that going into next season, I'd like to see. Hopefully whoever the next sponsor is, I'm really hoping it's going to be Adidas, obviously, our owners, or one of the owners. I think it's Wes Eden's having a part share in the brand, so hopefully there'll be some sort of partnership dealt there. But I just don't think overall creatively it's really inspiring me. It wasn't a kit I wasn't looking forward to when I did see the leaks, and although I'm still probably going to end up getting it, for me it's going to be one of those that I'll wait massively into the end of the line when it's on a reduced price and buy it again. But I think that's always going to hold out hope for the away in third kit, because although last season I didn't think they were massively great. I think the black one, although people wanted to see a black kit, perhaps didn't match up to the expectation. And the third kit, I think, wasn't really that great either. I'm really interested to see what they do there. So I think there's also that part to looking at overall. But in terms of what I do like about this kit, is obviously keeping that same pattern from last season. So I do like that idea of the thin lines and now the contrast of the thicker lines. I think it really plays nice and well with each other, really makes it stand out. And as I said, it's that nice colour contrast of dark and light, obviously, there. And also, it just looks and fits like it's going to fit very nicely on the person, and just really be attractive. I do like that little addition of that little thin line on the sleeves there. I think that's a really nice touch. And overall, I think it's not a bad kit. Do I think you should be going out to buy this? Well, it's up to you, really, obviously. You can't really take my word for it. Personally, I've already said, I think creatively it doesn't push the boat out a bit. I think it's not the weakest of the three. I think our first one with Kappa being this year with Kappa, I think that was the poorest kit that we've released. And I also think I'm not really a massive fan of the going out over the shoulders there. But I do think overall this is a really nice kit. And as I'm really more looking forward to what partnerships are going to be also going out there. I also want to mention about that Kazoo sponsor, because I know a lot of people are making the make out of people and Kazoo, especially the likes of Thogden, comparing it to Yazoo, you mug. I really like the Kazoo sponsor. It's a really nice friendly change from the gambling, because it's you know, as I said, because it's now being able to be put on the women's and the children's, it's going to get more people buying it. It's going to get, especially the kids, feeling more part of that team, feeling like a player, because you haven't got this rubbish Chinese sponsorship that, I mean, entices gambling. It's a nice family-friendly image, at least, of a car dealership, something a bit different, and it really does work well, especially on this Villa kit there. And yeah, overall, I really like this kit. If I was to give it a grade, I'd give it a 7 out of 10. I think, as I say, creatively, it needs to be better. And hopefully, as I said, we're going to get that next season. But that's been my kit reaction there to Aston Villa's 2021-22 home kit season. Are you going to be going out and buying this kit straight away? Have you even bought it straight away? You know, it's been out for a few whiles now. I know a lot of people have been going down to the Villa store and picking up their shirts, along with some retro programs that I've been seeing, which looks very nice and interesting to pick up as well. Yeah, but what do you think about this kit overall? Leave in the comments down below. Also, leave some suggestions what you'd like to see for an away and third kit. Would you like to see Villa go for that blacked out kit again, but this time properly appetisingly and matching that whole black out kit? Would you like to see a nice white out away shirt? Who knows? Leave in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss out on the away and third kit reveals. But without further ado, I've been Ben, up the Villa with a pride of Villa. We'll see you for the new season, boys.